Welcome to another edition of Fridays with Fred. My name is Fred Said. Today's topic is Fred. I own an investment property. What makes a good tenant? We get this question asked all the time. At the end of the day, a tenant is renting your property. So number one, financially, they have to have the ability to pay the rent on time and consistently. Some apartment associations, some private owners, some investors use the following figures. They want to make sure that the tenant is generating gross income of 2.5 to 3 times the rent amount. So for example, if the rent is $2,000 a month, 2.5 times that is $4,500. 3 times that is $6,000. So they want to see a tenant making between $4,500 to $6,000 a month in gross income to qualify for a $2,000 rental. So that was financial. Number two, you want to see their credit overall. And it's not just about the credit score. Yes, that's a factor. But more importantly, you have to dig deeper. What are their trade lines? What is their current debt that they're carrying? Are there any serious delinquencies that concern you in any way, right? Because at the end of the day, it's really financial. And that is the statements we talked about, their generation of income, and their credit and their debt. And the other factors you can look at as well is obviously whether or not you're open to pets or not. And the third thing that is very important amongst financial income, credit, obviously pets, whether you're accepting, is really their past rental history. Were they renting the previous 12, 18, 24 months? If so, what were they paying? Number two, were they ever late? Number three, were there any other issues that landlord or apartment should be able to tell you about that tenant legally? So any questions about this whatsoever, you can contact us 7 days a week at 1-800-921-9231, both at the Fred Said Group and our sister company, 24-Hour Property Management Incorporated. We work with investors. We work with renting properties every single day, 365 days a year. So we do specialize in making sure that we find qualified tenants for our investors' properties. And as always, tune in next week for another amazing edition of Fridays with Fred. Why? Because that's what Fred said.